I'm going to start recording really fast because we're supposed
Okay.
to. So it's the same as the one that we're doing for our project.
Okay.
Because the case is, we always do the case for the amicus brief. It's always the case that's being highlighted for the week.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so that's why it's
The same.
yeah.
So do we come from it with a different angle, or we just do it again, or we don't submit it? This is what I'm mixed up on.
We do submit the amicus brief. What we do is we have our own opinion
Yes.
as to what should have happened. And
Okay.
according to the law, we write what we think should have happened and use our argument based on the law and all of that.
It's just a normal, it's just like it always is.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't be confused by it, but yet I am. Okay, so I've been studying all these videos. How are you doing understanding contracts?
I was doing pretty good until it started coming to like conditions and the last chapter. What was it? Yeah.
All the variables with the contract, it's tricky, isn't it?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
watching the videos does help. I noticed that you were in the office hour last week where he gave us some hints for the exam. So
I had two at the same time office hours.
Gosh.
So I ended one and went to the other quick. So I missed a lot of the front of that, but I need to rewatch that because that will I knew he was giving hints there.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like wrote them all down, so I make sure to study them.
Oh, good for you. I didn't do very well on the test. I didn't do as well as I wanted to on the test, but he did give me 20 points for my appeal for the exam.
Oh, nice.
So I was happy about that. And it's hard for me to read the scenarios and be able to distinguish the law clearly enough. I guess I just need more time practicing this. Like, I don't know. I had a really hard time understanding those kind of scenario questions.
Well, because in the business hour, or not the business hours,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
He talked about how usually, because there's 4 answers, usually you can throw 2 of them out pretty quick. And then
Okay.
he talked about how there's 2 of them and they're like 49% and 51%. So they're just so close that they're really trying to trick you. And so it's supposed to be hard. That's why he is so kind on the appeals.
That's really good to know. I didn't hear that, but I reading comprehension is really hard. I'm dyslexic, and so it's really hard for me to process it anyway. But knowing that really helps. So 2 will be garbage no matter what, and 2 could be close. And if you get it wrong, you can possibly argue it. Is what I'm taking from what you're saying.
I guess, yeah.
I mean,
So
49% right or 51% right, that's negotiable in my thinking.
Yeah.
But okay, are you worried about this exam, or you're going to be ready for
it? I'm partially ready for it, but
can I just ask you, I just want to go through the study guide really quick.
okay.
When you look at this study guide, tell me how you go through these 4 chapters. Like, what's your process to study on the study guide? Do you have answers on them? Do you have a spread, like another sheet of answers?
Here, I will show you my study guide.
It's always curious to me how other people learn and have figured out better ways than I have figured out.
So here's my study guide.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
So what I do is,
right in.
yeah, the blue part is what I have gotten from the book,
Yes.
and I type it in, and you'll see down here that it's now 35 pages instead of like 3.
Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. I
But
can do a little better on that.
I also
You're putting examples in, I see.
yeah, I put examples in, and you know how at the end of let me you know how at the end of the chapter they have like the basic concept questions and all that.
Yes, right.
So I actually type them up
Nice.
and put them in here because I feel like typing them helps me remember them
Yeah,
better.
yeah. So you're not cutting and pasting, you're typing it.
Yes.
Good for you, Courtney. That's brilliant. So, and then when you take the test, you are able to search on this and find what you need.
Yes, but I found when I took the last test, it was easier for me to just do a search in the book.
Yeah.
And so I used the book more than my
But this
study
is
guide.
your foundation of your week's knowledge.
Hmm.
And how long has this taken you to do roughly?
Let's see. When did I start? I started on Friday,
Okay.
and then I
So
finished yesterday, but I like had to stop a few times because, kids and family and
sure, and you wouldn't work on Sunday, I assume, and
yeah.
just normal. So where are we? It's Wednesday. So basically Friday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 full days-ish with life to
Well,
go through.
I
2 days.
didn't do all Friday. I worked on some other things on Friday. So, I mean,
2 days.
yesterday I read half of the reading, and
Okay.
so that took me a couple hours, but
Yeah. So much
um
time.
I also what I do is if I don't get one of the concepts, I'll go watch a video to
Yeah.
help me understand it.
Thank you for sharing this with me. That really helps get my head clearer on what I should be doing as opposed to what I am doing. Because
Mhm.
I just haven't, I'm not at 35 pages. I haven't, I mean, it's the same idea, but yours is way better than mine. So I appreciate that.
Well, we all learn differently, and this is
We
just
all learn
how
differently as
I
well. So what do we need to do today?
So we have our question.
Just the normal questions we do every week
Yes.
on the chapter that we've been on contract law.
So ours is on the statute of frauds.
Okay, so I want you to show me where I know that, because that apparently is still confusing to me. I know
So
that because what group am I in?
group 3.
Okay.
So
And yeah, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
So every week we're doing this weekly meeting like we've been doing
Uh-huh.
on a specific particular item in the week's learning.
Uh-huh.
And this week, and it's in the study group. Can you just click on that? I just want to make sure that's where I think it is.
So you go to prepare study group.
Yeah.
And
And then the topics.
group topics.
Okay.
And
And
we are group 3.
and every single week we are given a group topic.
Yes.
And this is the statute of frauds,
Uh-huh.
which I just watched that video. Sometimes you got to watch those videos 10 times, it seems like, to get every angle of it, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I now know where we are.
Uh-huh.
So do you think, and so we have the same template we always use.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And to get that template, you go to let me scroll down. You go to study group.
Right.
And then you download the template.
Right. Okay, good. I'm with you now. It just took me a minute to get there. So And last week, what I missed that you did basically on your own was what? The project,
So we started working on the project,
right?
and um, we all have different parts. Let
Okay.
I can't see my thing. So we picked
That's great.
a slideshow that would kind of go with the theme.
Very cool.
And then just kind of the overview. My part was to create just the basis behind like the overview of the case, what happened.
You did a puppet show.
Yeah, I
Good
had
for
my
you.
I had my kids help me.
That's awesome.
So I did that, and then I think Catherine emailed and asked you to do a specific part. I think it was this part right here, the decision and reasoning behind it.
And she ended up just doing it, or you did it, or somebody did it because I missed it.
Well, it's not done yet.
Okay, so I still need to do this then.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I thought she sent me an email saying not to worry about it, so I missed that. So I need to add this.
Mhm.
And when did we submit this, or when are we submitting this?
It is due on Saturday.
Okay.
So it'd be nice to submit a little
Yeah.
earlier, but
Yeah, okay, I'm glad you straightened me out on that because I got mixed messages on the email about what I should do and what I didn't do. So, okay. So I'm gonna do the decision and the reasoning.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. And did we talk about, I'm just trying to think what the decision is.
Oh, Catherine's working on it right now.
I can see that, yeah.
So we actually need to record ourselves talking about it, I think.
Okay.
But I don't know for sure. I don't know. So she just emailed this. Did you get her email? Oh, you are muted, Stacy.
Yeah, I am.
So I just asked her if she thought we need to do a video.
Just explaining everything.
Yeah. So we'll see if
I believe she sent me an email to do this, but I missed it. And then she said, don't worry about it, which is what I think she's doing right now.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yep, we will see.
So yeah, there's that.
So just to review, we need to do the statute of fraud questionnaire together. And this needs to get submitted before Saturday. And
Yeah.
you think we need to do a voiceover video or a,
Well, that's what other people have done, but maybe we don't have, I don't know.
yeah. I have seen other people do that, so I don't know either. Okay.
I'm getting a picture slid under my door.
Oh yeah, you are.
I don't know what it is.
Well, it's a fantastic 4-year-old something.
Oh, I think it's Mr. Drippy. It's a game from a game that we play together as a family.
That's fun. Mr. Drippy.
Yes.
That's cool. That's cool. So what do you think? Do we wait for Catherine to reply or do we get busy on our
Let's
paper?
work on our questions
Okay,
because that is due tonight.
okay.
Oh, was that you or me?
Uh, it's Catherine. Hope the study's going well. We need to meet again this week to record our presentation. It's due on the 22nd. I am free tomorrow morning until noon California time. Let me know what works best for you.
Okay. And there it is on my computer. So I'm good.
Okay, I'll tell her that.
So
Okay, so this group assignment that we are of the questions. It's all pretty amazing from Canada to California to Idaho, isn't it?
right. Okay. Sorry, what were you saying?
11 o'clock Idaho time. So yes, does that work for you?
That should be fine. I'll have to get done right at noon because we always do. My husband comes home for lunch at noon, but
Okay.
I don't think it'll take us an hour to record it. I hope not.
I have physio at noon too, so I'll just say we both need to be done. Okay, so this group assignment that's due tonight that we're going to work on is of the statute of frauds.
Uh-huh.
I'm just trying to pull that information up again. So the statute of fraud is that a contract, this applies to a contract that can't be completed with 1 year. I'm just trying to remember what this one is.
So there are several different parts to it. It is the statute of frauds means that if it is for the sale of real estate, or
Okay,
can't be completed within a year,
right.
has to do with marriage, like a prenup.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Let me see what else. Let me pull up my study guide. I have it on there. I know I do.
So promises paid to an estate debt, contracts for the sale of goods.
Okay. Here we go. So
The statute requirement of evidence needs to be in writing.
oh, you know what? That's my definition one.
Okay.
Me. See, this is why I end up using the book. Because I have so much in here. Okay. Keep going up. Maybe I search for written. Oops. There we go. Nope. That one's not it. Um, parole evidence. Okay. When must contracts be evidenced by writing? So this is statute of frauds. There are 6 different kinds that require written evidence. First is sale of land,
Okay.
real estate, whatever. And then if it can't be performed within a year, so say you're renting an apartment for 18 months, that would have to be a written
Okay.
um,
Contract.
yes, a contract to sell goods for $500 or more. So I am going to say I'm going to buy a kayak that is really, really nice. That would be over $500. So it would need to be a written contract saying that I'm going to buy it for
Okay.
that price.
Okay.
Promise to one person to pay the debt of another. So say A is indebted to B, but A doesn't have enough money. So C decides to step in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or like, say someone doesn't have good enough credit to
Right.
get a loan, then another person would go in on the loan with them because they have good enough contract saying that, hey, if the original person doesn't pay, I will pay it for them.
Gotcha.
So that they can get the loan.
Gotcha.
And then consideration of marriage, that would be like a prenup.
Yep.
Um, and then that's just like the same thing. I don't know why that's on there twice, but that's real estate.
Yep.
Oh no, so this is different.
Like when
So
somebody dies.
like an estate where someone gets an inheritance from an of an estate, and before they get all the money, they have to be willing to pay all the people from their own money while they're waiting for the money from the estate, something like that.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so that's statute of frauds.
Okay. So then we have a lot to work with in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, I'll let you fill that out.
Well, here is my example.
Okay.
I just went really basic on this one. Suzanne wants to rent a house from George. George agrees to a contract of $600 a month for a 3-bedroom house. The contract is for 18 months. This contract must have a written memorandum as it cannot be fulfilled within a year.
Perfect.
So
Are you sick of using your questions every week?
Oh, I need to copy and paste it. My brain just is not completely here today. So we need to have 4. It's CEY, right?
Yeah.
I guess I could just look at the screen. Oh boy.
Mommy.
Come here. Come here. What do you want? Okay, so I'm going to put, oh, assigned topic is statute of frauds. Statute of frauds. Okay, example. I'll put that in right there. And it's going to drive me crazy if it's not all the same. Hi, what's up?
Do you like my octopus drawing?
Oh, that's an octopus?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, it's very pretty. I like that you made him purple.
And you want to look in here?
Yeah, let me see it.
Mr. Drippy.
Oh, that's a really good Mr. Drippy.
Abby dragon.
He's like a little fairy guy.
I love him. Cute. That's super cute.
Octopusy guy.
Yeah, I showed her him already. Okay, mommy's studying. Can you go play, please? Thank you.
But Abby's not letting me have a core.
Ellie's not letting you have what?
A core.
A course? Why don't you go eat some food, bud? Okay.
So next we need to, so we have that as our example.
So I'm going to cut this out
Okay.
as the explanation.
Yep. Because of anything within a year.
And then what do we want to say for our question?
And how many questions do we need altogether?
We just need one question with 4 answers.
Okay.
But we're supposed to use our example. So Suzanne wants to rent a house from George. George agrees to a contract of $600 a month for a 3-bedroom house. The contract is for 18 months. We could say, does this need to be a written, or can it be an oral contract or something like that?
I was thinking something similar. Why is this a statute of fraud contract? Or
is this a contract that needs to be written?
Yeah, that's good.
And then the correct answer would be yes, you need a memorandum showing the basic outline of the contract.
Perfect. Do we need to say because it's over a year in the answer?
We could, or we can just say that put that in the feedback for the answer.
Okay.
Yes. I forgot what I was going to say.
Sorry.
There needs to be a memorandum. I think that's how you spell it. There needs to be a memorandum stating the basics of the contract that is signed by the defendant. And then another one could be that it is like you have to do the full contract and it's signed by the defendant and the plaintiff.
Okay.
And that's really close, but it really only has to be signed by the defendant, and it doesn't have to be the full-on contract. is a contract that cannot be fulfilled within a year.
Yeah, that's good.
Wrong answer 1. Oh, so I'm going to put this up here because it needs to be part of our quiz question. What I want. Okay. So, sorry, I gotta move my water bottle. It's right where my screen is. Okay, next. So the wrong answer, we could say no, this can just be an oral contract. How's that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oral contract. Has to be written since it is cannot be completed within a year. Copy, paste. Okay. Wrong answer 2.
So what about doing something like I don't know how to word this, but something like a promissory stop, like one of the other things we're studying this week. Like, is this could be a subsequent condition or something like that? I don't know how to word that into a question.
We
or the
could say something about acceptance. This is not a contract because there's no acceptance or something like that.
something like that.
How's that sound to you?
Yeah.
And I should probably say, both agreed to the contract.
No, that's good.
That way it's very definitely not, there is acceptance on both sides.
Right.
I'm trying to say. There was acceptance on both sides, so it is a contract. Okay, and then yes, the full, that does not need to be capitalized. Full contract must be written and both parties have to sign it. This is close, but we just need the basics of the contract written, and we only need a signature from the defendant. Okay,
Perfect.
Copy. Paste. I love copy and paste. Okay. So we're done with that.
Yay, thanks for helping me on that.
Oh yeah. I'm only taking 2 classes. I mean, it's a lot for me because I've been doing homeschool with my daughter, but
It's a lot.
but
It's been a really weird few weeks. Did I tell you that a coworker's friend died of a coworker's daughter died of COVID? Did I tell you my coworkers? So I had surgery, then I got infection, and then the next week, my coworker's 17-year-old healthy athletic daughter dropped dead of COVID. The next day, his wife had a massive stroke. She's like 40 and in great shape. And then the next day, maybe the day after, their older daughter delivered a stillborn 8 months.
oh my gosh.
And then the next week, a person I work with every day, it's not my coworker, but it's a client I deal with every single day for 10 years, a good friend of mine, dropped dead of a brain aneurysm. And it's just, I just can't get my sync figured out. This,
Yeah.
like everything is harder, and I don't know. It's been a really weird, I'm really struggling to pull it together, but I'm too stubborn to stop. So we're going to keep going. But I mean, every week somebody's basically died or, had a major trauma. And I'm just like, it's only week 5.
Right?
It's been weird.
Man, that's crazy.
Okay, so just so I'm clear, tomorrow we are going to meet at 11 o'clock our time for a quick hour to record on the project.
Yes.
And I will just confirm with Catherine, I'm supposed to do that, or she's taken that over for me. I'm not quite sure on that.
Okay.
So I'll get that done. Thank you for all your help, Courtney.
Oh yeah. Let's see. How long have we been going?
39 minutes.
No.
Is it enough?
We're supposed to go for an hour.
I saved enough because we're meeting tomorrow.
So yeah, she started working on it. Parker should win since 20th. It should be, yeah, I'm not going to correct her stuff.
Okay.
11 a.m.
Yep. So
Yeah.
I will review the email she sent me and clarify with her exactly my assignment, and I will get it done.
Okay. 11 a.m. Okay.
I hope you get maybe a nap today or some rest.
I'll
No
tell.
luck.
What happens is that I am always really tired and I'm not a morning person. I have discovered this.
Well, good for you. It takes you a little while to get moving for the day.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, well, you have a great day.
Thank you. You too. And
Thanks for all your help.
oh yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Deal.
Okay. Bye.